See you.
Morning, you good?
Yeah, good mate, thank you. You?
Yeah, all good, thank you.
Listen, I want to take you back to when you arrived at St George's Park on that damp and dreary grey day and you arrived with an empty bag. Do you want to explain to everybody why that was?
Yeah, I think I'd like to put it to bed, to be honest with you. The case was actually for spare clothes. When I arrived, I just had a spare case because going back to the Euros, I remember we got given so much stuff. And I knew that taking a spare case that would be needed to take home. So it's actually full up right now in my room full of spare clothes and trainers. So look, it would be nice to bring the World Cup trophy home in it, but at the moment it's got my spare clothes in it.
Good man. I mean, look, I noticed after the Wales game there were no celebs really from you guys. You took the applause of the crowd and gave those back. But I got the sense that you thought, we haven't achieved anything yet, the real business starts now. Is that kind of the message around the camp?
Yeah, definitely. I think we've had a real good focus throughout the three group games, three tough group games as well. But like you said, now we're obviously on to a bigger test. Obviously, we know Senegal's going to be really tough, and now we know that it's the knockout stages. We want to win, and if you don't win, obviously you go home. But that's not what we're aiming for. We're here to get to the end of the tournament.
What do you expect from Senegal? Is this the toughest test you'll have faced so far?
Yeah, I think so. Really strong, athletic team, some really good individual players. Didn't see their game against Ecuador, but been watching their other games. Just a really good team. I think it's our first time playing them, well, since I've been in the South anyway. So, look, we know it's going to be a really tough test. One
of the key selection dilemmas, I mean, there's always key selection dilemmas for the manager, but it feels even more so this time, is the wide attacking areas. Saka and Sterling were great in that first game. Foden and Rashford outstanding in that game against Wales. I'm guessing you wouldn't want to be in the manager's position to pick those. How do you see it?
Yeah, it's obviously tough. I think what's so good about our group here is that we're all so supportive of each other. In the first game, obviously Rashid come on, scored, Jack come on and scored. Like you said, Saks and Raheem done really well. The other two done excellent the other night. So it is probably a selection headache for the manager. But look, wherever he picks, I know everyone will be rooting for each other, and it's about a real team effort now. If you want to get to the end, you're going to need a full squad. So look, we'll be really supportive of whoever the manager picks.
Hi Declan, Alex Howell, BBC. Just to follow on from that, there's a real sense of the strength in the squad when the substitutions the manager was able to make. Do you feel the strength and depth you have in the squad and the quality, and where do you think it ranks in the teams in the tournament?
Yeah, I think it's top level. It's always nice to know that you can bring players off the bench that can instantly change the game. Whether that's, we're drawing 0-0 and, we need to freshen up front, or, we need to change the legs in midfield, or even at the back. We've got players that are world class that can come on and change the game instantly. And throughout a World Cup, you're going to need that quality. So I think it ranks really, really high amongst other squads in the tournament.
A lot's made about having options and how it pushes players. How does it make you feel that that if you were to drop off, there's those players who could step in, you might not get back in the side?
Yeah, that's what the competition is all about. It's really healthy. But like I said, we're at a World Cup, and I'd do anything to win the World Cup. So if that means someone coming on and playing really well, I'd want that to happen, because there's one goal we all want to achieve. So I think it's really important that the squad of players we've got here is really strong and united together.
There's a bit of time between the last game against Wales and the knockout game. Is that what you want as a player, time to prepare and to rest, or do you prefer them coming faster?
Yeah, you know what, it's been a little tough on the legs. The 3 games, obviously in the middle of a season. So to have that extra day is probably really nice. I know if we come second, we'd have been playing on the Saturday. So to get that extra day, we've been able to maximise that. And today will be like a second day recovery type session. So yeah, nice. It's really good to probably get an extra day recovery and feeling fresh.
Thank you.
Hi Declan, Jack Pittman from The Athletic. It's your first World Cup campaign. It's also Jude Bellingham's first World Cup campaign alongside you. How do you feel like you and him are adjusting to the step up into this level of challenge?
Yeah, look, I think we're doing well. We've not even played 10 games together yet in the midfield. It's really hard. Obviously, we're not playing at club level together, so we're only getting that chance to bond when we come to England. So look, we're always learning on the job. Different team are posing different threats to us. But look, I love playing with him. He's young, he's energetic. He gets around the pitch really well. And for every game that I've played with him so far, I've literally just said to him, "This is your stage. Go out and perform, and look, I'll be behind you." And don't feel like you can't go out there and attack and get in the box. Just feel free, and I'll be there for you. And I feel like we've got a really good connection, and we've played against some tough sides as well. So look, we're learning really well together.
And do you think he gives England something different in terms of his ability to get in the box and score that header against Iran, for example?
Yeah, I think he showed that side to his game. I think this season extremely well. There's been a lot of goals he scored this year where he's made that late bursting run into the box and scored. He didn't really do that much last season, but this season he's really added that to his game. So if we can keep him at that level where he's landing in the box. Lampard was the best at it, arriving really late. He's really starting to show that now. So hopefully he can keep producing for us.
Amy, do you want to grab the mic?
Hi, Dick.
Morning.
Amy Pickering, Stats Perform. Can I ask you about Marcus Rashford? He's obviously your top goal scorer at the tournament so far. What characteristics does he have that makes him such a threat? And at the moment, he's leading the standings for the Golden Boot. Do you think he can get that at the end of the tournament?
Yeah, without a doubt. I think from the first moment I come into the England setup, I said Marcus is one of the standout people I was so surprised by. He's just lightning quick. His speed, his eye for goal, the way he hits the ball, it's really special, the technique he's got on him. And, I know he had a tough year last year, but no one ever doubted his quality. And to now see him back on the biggest stage doing it, it makes me really happy. And I know it's making the team happy as well. And going to the Golden Boot, listen, there's no reason why he can't. You see he had a big chance in the first half. I think if he keeps making them attacking runs behind the back line, like he does for United, he's going to keep getting the chances. So it would be amazing for him to win the Golden Boot. I would be delighted for him if he achieved that.
Hi Declan, Nizar Kinsella, Evening Standard. I just wanted to ask, sort of, as the tournament's gone on, have you found that the training sessions and the games that you've progressed and sort of built maybe a better connection as a team, and has it kind of put some of the criticism to bed from the Nations League as well?
Yeah, definitely. Look, I think the Nations League was tough in the summer. We'd obviously come off, not winning in 6, so there was a big pressure for that Iran game to win, and we done that. We obviously had a difficult game against USA. We always knew that was going to be tough, but then to beat Wales, all the noise around that, it was a complete controlled performance. Really dominated the game from start to finish. So, look, we're building really well. I think we're in a really nice position, and I think as in the step up of quality starts to arrive, I think you'll see our game start to keep arriving as well. So, look, we'll be ready for whatever comes. But I think we're in a really nice spot at the minute.
Okay, we've got James and Nat this side, and then we'll go to Faye.
Hi Declan, James Ollie from ESPN. I was just reading an interview with you where you were talking about how disappointed you were to be taken off in the Euros final last summer, and with the game in the balance at 1-1, and I just wondered on a personal basis how much that sort of drives you in this tournament now.
Yeah, it drives me on a lot. Obviously, you don't want to ever get taken off, in any game, let alone a final. But obviously, I've spoken about it before, the manager sees something, and that's absolutely fine in that game. In terms of the World Cup, like I said then, and especially a tournament for England, we've got such good players on the bench where if someone can come on and do something different to that I do, and it helps the team, then I'm happy for that, because if that means we're going to win or win the World Cup, that's all I want to happen. So obviously I don't want to ever get brought off in any game. If the manager sees something that he thinks can change tactically, then look, he's the manager, he makes the decisions. I'm happy with that.
I mean, as you say, you never want to come off.